Alright everyone, welcome back. Thank you for stopping by. Time for another lunch break. So this is what I got going on so far throughout the first half of the day. Got all the oh my gosh, I just forgot the word, I'm sorry. The panduit, got all the panduit screwed down, cut, got everything mounted. The DIN rail, thank you for that. Forgot that word yesterday. Got the DIN rail all mounted. Got everything screwed down to that DIN rail. And thank you those who kindly told me what these were, because I haven't done these in a really long time, basically only once at school. So I appreciate those who kindly told me what these were. Got the contactors here, got a breaker here, the ice cube relays, and someone also told me this one, I forgot. I think it was like the control power transformer, if that was correct. There was another thing someone else told me, I forgot. I think it was just the contactor, the DIN rail, and the ice cube relays. So anyways, got all that stuff mounted down, starting to land some wires here, going off of the diagram here. So I'm just marking off what I have landed for the wires. That one I took back off. So anyways, landing these wires here, labeling everything with the hot pockets, aka the real name is the perma sleeves. So I'm using the perma sleeves to label every single one of these wires, just like before. I got my neutrals, all that good stuff. So just working on this so far. I'm gonna eat some more ramen. I need to figure out a better lunch strategy here again. But anyways, that's what I got going on so far for the first half of the day. Supposed to finish this today, so come back here in a little bit at the end of the day and see where we're at. But we are still missing these two. These are just temporary, so I'm gonna leave all these wires sitting here to terminate once we get the actual pieces for that. Other than that, we're just ready to go with the wiring. And then also stuck some of these loosely in here for the buttons on the front of the cover right here. And that's pretty much what I've been working on, so see where we're at the end of the day. All right everyone, I'm back at the end of the day. As you can clearly see, to not get this finished, there's just no way. Half the parts are missing, and just taking longer than expected. I don't know, the guys that I'm working with says it takes 2 days for him to do it, so that would probably be an expert who's been doing this for 2 years. So clearly I'm not an expert. This is my first time doing this. Anyways, worked on the orange wires here, and my coworker did the green wires right there. So sorry, I thought someone was coming. Anyways, went ahead and landed all the rest of the wires pretty much as far as I could go without putting this inside of the cabinet right there. So I did learn some new things, learned how to read this print a little bit, or pretty well now. Just taking it one step at a time. So these are your normally open switches right here. Normally closed, has a line through it. The left side is the incoming, which is on the bottom here, the bottom half of this relay, sorry. And then the right side is the top side. All these ones. The top ones, there's 2 levels right here. The bottom side is the open, the normally open, and the top ones are the normally closed. And then I don't know if there's a normally open and normally closed on the bottom. I don't think so. But you got your power up here, your neutrals over there, and then there's also another step. As you can see, well, maybe not right there, but up here it's easier to see. There's like 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, and 4 sets. That's probably not the right word, but when you see a number like this, number 2 means it's going in the second slot. Number 1 means it's going in the first slot. So if you see a number 1, it's going in this first section right here. 2, 3, 4. What else do we got? So these circles over here mean the relay coil. So that just means the four circles go to these 4 coils right here. Boom, 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 boom. Wrote down the letters right here for what those are. as you can see, the letters right here correspond to what they are. Then obviously you have your piece of wire right here. Been crossing these off as I go. And number 10 means, I can't find number 10 right now, but number 10 just means that's the label for that wire going to where it's going. So it goes from the back side of LSC, which is, actually that's a bad one because that one's not here. I can show you one though. I can't even find one to show you right now at the moment. I was just going to show you where this print relates into the diagram, or into the real world over here, but I can go LSLR, so go to the coil LSLR right here, and then number 13 wire goes from the front side, so number 13 is the front side, which is the power. And then it goes to the back side of LSLR 1. So LSLR 1 backside, and then like I said, dash 1. So it goes to the first one over here. That kind of looks wrong though, because, well, it's actually not power, but anyways, I'm not sure, that doesn't look right. But anyways, got all the powers coming in from here, X1, so those just branch off. So I've just been daisy chaining all those together. You can also put it in the terminal block if you have it. We don't have a terminal block for power, so I've just been daisy chaining. There's a few spots for neutrals, some grounds. What else do we got here? All the neutrals on the right side, daisy chaining those as well. So just kind of going, as you can see, neutrals in, neutrals out, neutrals in, neutrals out, neutrals in, neutrals out. Also have a little thermostat over here with a heater right here to keep the board warm. I don't know if it's like freezing outside to keep it warm or whatever. Anyways, landing some 480 wires up here. These ones waiting to put down with another set, 2 wires coming in here. But anyways, got power coming in here. Actually, maybe I said that wrong. Hold on, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Where are we going? Yeah, so power is going to be coming into the top and load out, which is going to be these two are going to be landed in here, which goes over to the breaker. Then from the breaker, it goes back around the circle, feeds the top 2 up there. And then I'll have to run a few more wires, I believe. Maybe I already got them. But anyways, coming down out of there. Missing another one of these. Like I said, these 2 are still missing right here. I just have them temporarily landed here so they don't get confused with each other. So yeah, lots of information, but I think I did pretty decent. I only messed up a few times, like putting the incoming wires into the, basically put all the wires in the incoming, and kind of forgot that the back side has to go on the tops. And the other thing I also messed up was the normally open and normally closed. So I think it was just only this one that I messed up on, because that was the only one. Actually, no, it was actually this one, because I didn't do that one yet. So this one I just had to bring the wire up from the back up like a ½ inch into that one. So just have to be very careful when you're doing this. It's very easy to make a mistake if you go too quickly. So just remember, left side is the bottom, right side is the top. Normally open on the bottom, normally closed on the top. Yeah, so once I throw this board into the cabinet over there, then I will be connecting all these wires that my coworker did, which is basically all of these wires right here on the back side of the push buttons. So he did all this, which turned out pretty well. And then he got all this wire sitting here. So once you drop the board in on these 4 screws right there, then drop all these wires onto the board. Have to run a few more of these. Got some lines coming in right here. Probably these ones don't really need to get labeled, but the bottoms will for the loads. So I'll have 4 sets of burnt orange yellow, run on jello. So 3 up there, 3 up there, 3 down here, 3 down here, and those will all come in and come on to the panel as well right here. And I think that'll do it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Lots of information, so hopefully that made sense. That's as far as I know it so far. So that should do it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Check the description for anything else, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload or do live streams. Thanks guys so much. God bless. Have an awesome rest of your day. That'll do it. Peace out. Alright guys, a few more thoughts here before I sign off. Like I was saying, it's not hard to do this, to do these control panels, or whatever you want to call them, panels. It's not hard to land a wire from point A to point B, but when you give me a print and it says, oh, you got a wire from MSD or whatever to another spot, and MSD has 10 termination points, and if you're not telling me where to land that wire, then obviously it's going to be a lot more difficult, and I'm not going to be knowing what I'm doing. As this is my first time, maybe I should know this stuff, or I mean maybe this is common knowledge, but for me, because it's my first time, clearly I have no idea. When it says land a power wire on a contactor or a relay, I have no idea where that goes, so had to ask some questions to get that information. So other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It is, I think it's kind of fun, but obviously you do have to, like I said, be very cautious of not making mistakes, going too fast, making sure you're paying attention to what the prints are saying, putting the wire in the right spot. But other than that, it's been going pretty good, and it's going good. Oh my gosh, it's going good, and I like it so far. And they said that my work looks good, but obviously I think they wanted it done today. That's clearly not going to happen, but the guy that I've been working with was saying that he was going to be helping me like every day, well, the last 2 days, but he's only came down there for a couple hours or whatnot, so clearly it's just been me. But they said half a day tomorrow and it should be done, but I'm really doubting that as well. But then there's also some other kind of control panels as well to be doing as well tomorrow, so I should have a full day tomorrow, and then I don't know if I'm working Friday or not, but yeah, that should do it. Peace out. So the thing slowing me down is just lack of knowledge and experience, as this was, like I said, my first time, but also the lack of details also slowing me down. If I don't have details on where wires are going or whatnot, then obviously I'm going to be asking questions of where those are going, and it's going to be slowing me down. I have to keep asking over and over where certain stuff goes as I move forward with these projects. But one thing is, I probably said this a long time ago, but like at one of my old companies I used to work at, they would cuss out everyone at work, so I've learned to ask a lot of questions so I don't mess up. So that's one thing, how to avoid problems, is to ask a lot of questions to make sure you're doing things right. There was also one other thing I was going to say, but I forgot. It's just super surprising. I run across this through multiple companies. Just always the lack of information is very surprising, how unorganized sort of a lot of companies are with information, lack of details, slowing down projects. I mean, it slows down projects when you have lack of information. You have to keep either calling or radioing people, or just grabbing a coworker to ask them questions. And just be nice for once in my life if someone just gave you all the information and you could actually do your job without any questions. It would just be super nice. It would just be the best job ever. But unfortunately, that's just not how it rolls. Always have to ask people questions. The lack of information is sad, but other than that, it's been a good day. Work's been good. Just learning these new things is exciting, and I obviously feel like if I do this a second time, I'll cut my speed in half, or at least lose a huge chunk of time just from the experience that I'm learning right now and gaining. So that's good.